Mental preparation is the first step toward material success. The real difference between the wealthy and the poor is not their income or education, or the wealth of their families, or even the quality of their upbringing. Rather, it is the quality of their minds that sets them apart from one another. Why do some people get very rich while the vast majority of people never get rich at all? It's not that they're inherently superior to humans in every way. It's not so much that they have more time as it is they believe they can do more with it. If you go through life blaming the government for your financial woes, that's exactly what you'll get. If you keep saying, "I can't improve my life because of X, Y, and Z," you'll never be able to make the changes you want to make. It wasn't from the stock market, it wasn't from investing in a company, and it wasn't from buying real estate that I got the biggest return. The money I've put into bettering myself is the reason. First and foremost, you have to put out the effort. Second, until you begin earning money, minimize your outlays. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. You have to put in a lot of hours. And when I first started, I worked non-stop, 7 days a week, and saved every dime I made. You only have to be dedicated and aware of the fact that progress is slow. If you want to be successful in business, you need to put in at least 10 years of hard work. Many folks on the web will try to sell you the idea that you can accomplish this in a matter of months. You can accomplish it in 6 months if you put in 10 years of studying how it works. But you can't skip the 10 years of learning, the mistakes, or the work. Education can cut down on the time required, but it won't do the work for you. Constructing a successful firm requires a significant investment of time, energy, and resources. Unlike other investments, the time and money I invested into learning about personal finance have paid off in spades. The best investment you can make is in yourself, so to say. I think you should leave the house and immediately begin reading. To get started, read 25 books. Read the best 25 books on personal finance that you can find. Look for the best 5 books on managing money and investing. The best 5 on launching a company. The best 5 on growing a company. The best 5 on leading a company. And the best 5 on the lives of successful business people. It makes no difference which ones you select. Look for the books that have received the most praise from readers and dive in. Investing less than $500 in these books will give you an MBA level education without the cost of an MBA, and will leave you with a new perspective on the world, your finances, and your spending habits. If you tell everyone, "I can't have that nice thing because I'm broke," you're setting yourself up for ridicule. I was raised in a bad neighborhood, thus I can't have that good thing. Because of my appearance, I will never be successful. If you ever say, "I can never do it because," then you will never, ever accomplish it. If we flip this back and you ask, how can I become successful?" I can assure you that you will never achieve your goals. What can I do to increase my income? How can I start accumulating wealth? The question now is, how do I get out of this jam? When you shift your focus from complaining to problem solving, you train your brain to see things in a new light. And it is the primary distinction between the wealthy and the poor. Changing one's behavior begins with altering one's thoughts. Since once those are altered, one's behavior will follow suit. It's at this point that you'll realize, "Oh, I don't need to spend money at Gucci. Oh, I'm not starving all the time. I can avoid eating at restaurants. Oh, I see a chance to save costs. Oh, I could always ask for a pay hike. I wonder whether I could create a side business or maybe a full-fledged enterprise. Oh, you mean there's a chance I could double my yearly salary from $40,000 to $80,000? Can that really happen? Because when you hear that, your first thought is probably that's impossible. No way could I ever make it from $40,000 to $400,000. But unless you give yourself permission to believe it's feasible, you won't take the steps necessary to make it so. There is a total of 24 hours in a day. What you put into those 24 hours then is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. When comparing the results of someone who is currently working, learning, and investing in their education to someone who is currently binge watching Netflix or playing video games, you can see that the former produces very different results than the latter. Here's where you need to avoid the temptation to merely think, you know what? I plan to exert myself fully in my work. I'm going to put in 20 hours a day because it's possible to be really productive while still being financially strapped. The challenge now is figuring out how to make your efforts as replicable as possible. Because that's what will get you to the point where you decide, okay, I don't want to be broke. And then you go out and work really hard, which is awesome. Putting in a lot of effort is essential if you want to achieve anything worthwhile, and I can't stress that enough. But now you're putting in the effort. The next question is how to maximize the benefits of your efforts. How can you maximize the benefits you reap from all your effort? To which the standard response is, work smart. There is a saying that goes something like this, work smart, don't work hard. That's a load of baloney, in my opinion. You need to put in both clever and hard work, in my opinion. Hard labor is necessary to scale clever work, thus the two go hand in hand. But now you need to know, okay, I want to be more financially successful. So how can I do that? How does one define financial literacy? To what end am I laboring? What am I planning to do with my newfound wealth? Where do you suggest I put it to work? When did I start making so much cash? How can I minimize my taxable income and secure my financial future? How can I maximize the return on my investments? Where do I start when constructing an asset? How do I start a business? What can I do to maximize the value of my current holdings? Now you're asking them, and I realize we're delving pretty deeply into some of the themes here. But remember that it all begins with the conviction that what you seek is within your reach. Simply put, you are correct if you don't think it's conceivable for you. But if you think you can do it, you'd be right about that too. And your beliefs will shift based on the actions you conduct. You need to put in some serious effort. I don't think everyone should try what I do, but when I first began out, there were skeptics I needed to disprove. Everyone around me told me I'd never amount to anything in business. Everyone told me I was crazy to consider a career change from wanting to become a doctor. I felt like everyone was telling me I was a waste of my parents' time and effort. I didn't want that to be the case, so I got a job and put in 20-hour weeks, every week. That meant I was averaging 4 hours of sleep every night. It's a genuine slog that you have to go through. You know what I mean? Also, you should remember that everyone is unique. No longer can I function on only 4 hours of sleep per night. I have to get more rest and sleep. Because of this, I rarely give orders. But if you want to succeed, you must be willing to put in the effort that few others are making. Otherwise, you will be outworked and defeated. Man, business is a battlefield. It's a cutthroat world out there. And if you're not willing to put in the work to succeed, someone else will. Now that the video is over, what do you guys think? Will you start your journey today? Comment down your answers below. Don't forget to like this video, and since you're already here, you might as well subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on great new videos. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the following video.